You know, in 1964, the Beatles had a hit called I Want to Hold Your Hand, and at Ashland University, a woman said, you know, part of our mission is to look beyond our borders to those who would be forgotten by others and take the power of education beyond Ashland's campus. And the first place this woman looked was a place that was called Ohio's Second Chance University. It now has a nickname. It's called Mansi. Some of you know it was celebrated in a film that was called The Shawshank Redemption. Reality is, in 1964, Ashland University began teaching in correction education. Started a tradition that continues to this day, and we have now the longest running program and the largest program in the country. We're very proud of it because, yes, we think it's a big deal, says one of our graduates right up front. It is a big deal. It brings the hope and power of education to so many, including a salutatorian today. How wonderful. But our speaker as well understands the power of education. As a matter of fact, this speaker is a mother and a motivator and a maven of happiness. She is a woman who saw so much difficulty as a child. She married too young, got pregnant too young, and before long, she allowed drug abuse and alcohol abuse to change her life. She was incarcerated for 3 years, and I'm sure at that moment felt that life would be hopeless and there was no way to recover. But there was something within her that said there's still a miracle for me. And so we're not surprised that she now leads an organization that's called A Miracle for Sure, Inc. She understands the miraculous power of hope, of belief, of education. She would go on to educate herself after incarceration at Harrisburg Area Community College, where she became the first African-American class president. She didn't stop there, went on to get a master's degree, and now she travels speaking, motivating others, even with a group that sings music filled with the gospel and hope to homeless people, called the God Squad. She has 8 children, 20 grandchildren, 3 sisters that she goes on retreats with, and she is an amazing woman who says to our 2,000 plus students who are at Ashland, who are currently incarcerated in 12 different states, that your past will not define your future, that there is a miracle for sure for you as well. Please help me welcome our commencement speaker today, Marsha Curry-Nixon.
Wow. This is a wow. President Campo, trustees, staff, professors, family members, I'm screaming out to the mothers again, to the fathers who sacrifice so that their daughters can be here, and trust in a God that believes that hope and possibilities are endless. To be in this space is a Jesus thing, no matter how you look at it. Regardless of what I say here, how we begin this day and end this day, He continues to be the light, the hope, the joy, the peace that we seek to understand, to capture, and to be a part of. What can I say to you in this little bit of time to encourage you? I ask myself that at the wee hours of the morning. And as I ponder on that, I just say, Holy Spirit, have your way. As a little girl, I dreamed about being special, about being different, about being able to accomplish goals that I set in my mind, in my dreams. I wanted to be somebody. But like many of you, my brothers and sisters on the inside, I salute you. To those who have individuals that are connected, impacted by the criminal justice system, I salute you. Life brought me something very different. And because of my decisions, and I take ownership to my responsibility in this, it led me to a path that I thought for sure I would not succumb. But as you've heard and you've read, glory be to God. I stand before you as a witness, just in case you were wondering if there is a God, just in case you questioned whether or not he's able, just in case you thought for a second that you couldn't get through that paper. Girl, let me talk about them papers. Just in case you just got to a point like me where I just could not find the value of my presence in this space. The sacrifice that he made to give his son for a little soul like mine just blows my mind. I wear an amazing t-shirt that says, he left the thousands behind just to come after me. And I believe it. I want you to believe that he'll do the same for you. He's done the same for you. Somebody in here has already experienced some trials and tribulations. Some of you have already faced some of the challenges that you didn't think you were going to get through while you were in your studies. Some of you understand what I'm talking about. To lose my only brother, to bury my mother, to bury my grandmother who gave me that foundation. 3 suicide attempts. I just could not find value in being in this space. When he says that he will grip you up out of the miry clay, he truly believes that. And when he said he would place my feet on a solid ground and a solid rock, let me be the first to tell you that I did not believe that that would be the correctional institution of Muncie. But God. Because see, what I believe is that when we get caught up in a system, in a lifestyle, in the world, and the things that become of the world, we get lost. And he said, hold up. I got some folks that's looking after you, and I'll do whatever it takes to bring you to where I need you to be so that I can reach you. So for those years that I sat in those institutions, and I allowed God to do what he needed to do to me, to do for me, to do through me, I didn't see this. Oh God, I didn't see this. I didn't see this. I didn't see when he was going to give me those children back, even though the judge said that I couldn't and I wasn't worthy. I didn't see how I was going to get the opportunity to see at least 4 of my children walk across this stage. I didn't see it. I didn't believe it. What I need you to know is that what we are called to do is to believe that there is a God that is bringing forth what we cannot see. You can't see what you will be or what you will do, not right now. But for right now, and I need to encourage you to enjoy this moment right here, right now. Truth is, some of you will make some bad decisions. Truth is, you will hang out with some folks you ain't got no business. And because of that, the direction that you will lead into you will cause you to drop to your knees and ask God to do what it is that you know he is able to do. Now, granted, I'm going to pray and hope that you don't. But that research and statistics course that I took in my master's program seems to tell me a little bit different. But here's what I want to say to you with that. Don't believe the lie. The devil is as ugly as he possibly can be. That we know that when we serve a God, that whatever it is that he is able to do but through you and for you. And when you slip and you fall, I want you to know how important it is for you to get back up. When you're struggling with the challenges that life will throw at you, I want you to call a friend. A good friend. A friend that believes in the power of prayer. Somebody prayed for me. Matter of fact, a whole lot of people had to pray for this girl. But through their prayers, through your prayers, through continued commitment, this life is precious. Take advantage of it. Don't look for somebody to bring you an opportunity. Create an opportunity. Don't look for somebody to bring you peace. Be the peace that we need for somebody else. Be a kind human being. Smile to strangers and make their day, because what it does for us is it makes our hearts flutter. We have a responsibility here, students. We have a big responsibility, and that is to impact change in the communities in which we live. To those that are in the correctional institution right now, those that are graduating today, those that are making a difference, those that are preparing, because if we don't prepare, we're not ready for what life throws at us. Be ready for what God is going to do for you, through you, in your life. I know that this is your big day, but I got to confess that this ain't even about you. It's about him, that we stand and be evidence of what he is able to do for us through him. I am nothing without Christ. Make a difference in the world. Be somebody that somebody wants to see. I dare you to. I challenge you. And then at this age, I'm going to tell a little bit on my age. I raised about 8 children your age. And it has been a journey. Moms, dads, grandparents, the challenges, the personalities that come with our loved ones here, our beautiful smiles. We know what we went through to get them here. So thank you. All of your hard work and dedication and prayer has paid off. Don't stop. Don't stop here. When I thought about going forward in my degree, I was a little reluctant. I had 8 children at home. But God said, move forward. I got something for you to do. And when I pursued that master's with those 8 kids knocking on my door, I had a do not disturb sign in big, bold letters. It is because of their willingness and their sacrifice to believe that their mom could do something like this, to do something amazing. They went to school, I went to school. They wrote papers, I wrote papers, and we together accomplished much. I set out to be an example of what I believe Christ displays in us, and the ability of forgiveness. I want you to say I'm sorry a lot. I want you to be easily forgiven like Jesus is easily forgiven. If you want to survive in this world, and honey, let me tell you, it's crazy right now. If you want to, you have to forgive a lot, give a little, and be strong. This past week, I had an opportunity to sing, and it's amazing what you learn about yourself when you are free to be you. I love to sing. But we did a cantata at my home church, Camp Hill United Methodist Church. I love you. It was called Legacy of Faith. And I'm sure your music director will know my choir director happens to have a very good relationship with Joseph Martin and Pamela Martin, who writes really well. I want to leave you with this. We did this cantata, and the songs were just amazing, because right now, in the beginning of this process, you are building your legacy. You get to define what that looks like. You get to make that choice. I want you to take advantage of that opportunity. So in this book, we sing songs, and through the song there's narration. And I wanted to share this narration with you. It says, "This same God who chose us to be his children is a forgiving Father. Because of the path of faith is never easy, we sometimes wander from him. And when we do, he awaits for our return with open arms. With unconditional love, he has compassion on us, and he welcomes us home once again." Compassion, forgiveness, and love. Love. Love is what makes this work. Love freely, whomever, however, but it changes things. Grace changes things. I wish you all a great future. I believe that you will change the world around you, but I believe that it is going to require more of you because you are a believer. But I believe that you are able to sustain that. Through the grace of God and the purpose of all that he has for you, I wish you all the very best. And this is what a miracle looks like. God bless you all.
Oh boy, that was wonderful. Thank you, Marsha. Here's the